Welcome back to the channel. This is Anna's Thoughts and Musical Parodies, and I am Anna, your hostess. Thanks for being here today.
On topic with today's video, I would like to feature my We the People line that I designed featuring an image of myself with my pregnant belly from a few months ago. You'll find the link for the merch store on the second page of the website in the description. Thank you so much in advance to anyone who decides to support, and now let's get all the way into today's video. So a friend of mine on Instagram shared these photos that I'm about to show you of a pro-abortion rally in Venice Beach. And pretty much as soon as I saw them, I knew that I had to respond with a video, so here we are. So this poor child, I feel really bad for this little girl. I just wonder how she might feel later in life when she realizes that she was doing this without it really being her choice. And that in itself is quite ironic given these circumstances. And as far as the woman sign, who I assume is this girl's mother, according to former abortionists and current gynecologists who I've heard from, abortion is almost never really considered to be medically necessary. Here is an example of that.
Now, sometimes when conversation about these abortions come up, the argument that they are sometimes medically necessary for the health of the mother is used as a justification. Could you dive into a bit of that from your experience as an OBGYN? Does that argument hold up? And how do we really care for both the mother and the baby in those medically challenging situations?
Yeah, that's a very, very good question. And I think there's just a lot of people that don't understand this. Obviously, we all want to take care of a woman whose health may be in danger from a pregnancy, but the reality is that is very, very uncommon. We have a whole branch of medicine that's called perinatology, and that is high-risk OB specialist. So if a woman is pregnant and she has cancer or she has hypertension or she has some other medical problem that might cause her to be in danger with the pregnancy, if she wants the pregnancy, they do a great job of helping her make it through the pregnancy. Doing a late-term abortion for the life and health of the mother, statistics tell us that happens probably only about 1% of the time.
This sign, I get what she's trying to say here, but it's still not fair to the child to kill them just because their father is a rapist. That's not cool at all. It's actually basically adding insult to injury. On a more positive note, though, I do appreciate that she used the correct form of "their" on her sign. People tend to get that incorrect far too often, so I appreciate that. But it bothers me that on her abdomen she forgot the apostrophe and the word "don't." So I'm gonna have to knock off some points for that. Not to mention that sounds like a pretty serious threat, and maybe somebody should be investigating this girl. But maybe she's saying that if we abort all the baby boys, there won't be any rapists, which is even more sickening. This last girl apparently just needs an education about how a pregnancy works. Because actually a fetus and even a zygote is more than just sperm. As I would hope that most of us know here, it actually requires the combination of sperm and the egg from the woman. And when those two things interact with each other, a new life is formed. And that is why abortion is murder. So if you ever see this girl, maybe you should just let her know about that. She looks pretty young. Maybe she just hasn't been taught that yet. But my goodness, it is kind of crazy to think about the fact that she spent all the time making this sign and not once did she stop and think about how it made no sense. And then she came and passionately showed the sign off at a rally. Somebody please give her some education.
Thank you again so much for being here today. Since you liked the video enough to make it all the way to the end, don't forget to click the thumbs up and share with somebody else who would also find it interesting. Leave your comments below and we'll all have a conversation. If you really enjoyed it, check out the description for several different ways that you can support. Have a wonderful night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time zone you are in. And I will see you next time. Bye.